Hi everybody, this is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. Well, I just want to talk in this video. I'm not sure at this very moment what I am going to label this video as. Whatever I decide to do, of course, is going to be towards the end of this video, and I'll figure it out. I experienced a lot of beautiful things last week through the Lionsgate portal, and I continuously do. I am truly grateful for every experience that I have ever had through this process. And I just wanted to share a few experiences with you. Or I wanted to, let's see, oh gosh, I don't know where to start. Our 12-strand DNA becomes reconfigured. Right now, if you can kind of just imagine, our 12-strand DNA, for one, is not, when we are dense, when we are our fallen angels, when we are negative, full of hate and judgment, our DNA is not functioning properly. We are in limited mindset. We are in disease. We are in separation. We have to reconstruct our 12-strand DNA. We have to awaken our 12-strand DNA. Love is the only thing that awakens anything. Love. It's really hard. It's really hard to continuously choose love. Love of others and love of self. To see from the perspective of other individuals while learning a lesson yourself can be very difficult. Training yourself to always know that an impure thought leads to an impure emotion, leads to impure words, leads to impure actions, which results in you still living within the fallen angel. Love is what sets you free. Continuous, selfless love. So I was witnessing my own DNA creating its assembly line, its new formed assembly line. I guess that's also what, and let me just forget that. So that's what I ended up witnessing while I was away on vacation. And I think I mentioned within this past 2 to 3 week period, and it could be a month period, I've mentioned in my videos that I have become more at peace. I'm feeling more calm. My mind isn't wandering so much. Although I'm still having, from time to time, those necessary triggers. And while I was, I guess, on vacation, I believe I began to think a little bit, and I'm going to get ready to start crying. I don't know why I'm crying today. I don't know why. I'm purifying things. I ended up being so grateful, so thankful for those who have caused great triggers within me. Without those triggers, without me having those experiences, I would never understand who I was and who I truly am. I thank each and every one of you who get a reaction out of me, who get a rise out of me. And I thank you so much. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to truly step into who I know I am. And let's see. Now that my state of peace has truly increased. Why? Because my cerebral spinal fluid that's combined now here with that sacred secretion is flowing. Not to its fullest yet, but it's being open and open and open as I continuously move in love and seeing myself, witnessing all of my triggers and my reactions and my negative thoughts and how it's making me feel. And I say that I don't like it, and I choose love. I forgive what I have done, I forgive what others have done, and I move on, choosing love. I continuously allow the cerebral spinal fluid, the sacred secretion, the cell salts that I have accumulated to combine and create. You know, the purpose of the GSF is because now that when we are being bathed in GSF, light is able to speak to us properly. The soul, the spirit is speaking through the cerebral spinal fluid. It's not just a fluid that is meant to kind of protect the brain and spinal cord. There's divine information that is readily available to us that allows us proper communication to our body, to our higher selves, and to dimensions beyond. If you want to be free from reincarnation, continuous reincarnation, when we are continuously reincarnated, it is as a result of us not making proper choices. The process of rebirth, having to come back into a 3D reality where separation, where pain and disease resides, takes place because we don't realize we have a choice. Therefore, we are continuously recycled. Love, true love, is what breaks that cycle. Yeah, we have a choice of always coming back in love. From what I understand now, we'll always choose the greatest experience. It might not mean, hey, coming back to this 3D reality and assisting others. It might be still going to a different dimension. It might mean going back home and teaching others about your experience. I don't know. But I know that love, true love, is what sets you free. So I haven't really been having many reactions. I haven't really been thinking negative. I haven't really been feeling negative. Yet I know I am still being purified here. Let's just say 99.99% of the time I am at complete peace, complete harmony. Then there's that 1% that can still be very significant, very triggering in helping me heal. You know, this is just my example here. I have those times of still purifying. I woke up yesterday and today angry. I felt a very mild sense of anger. I don't know why. I felt it. And I'm still feeling it towards the opposite sex. Not men in general, the masculine energy. We're really healing the masculine energy here as well. It takes, though, that feminine love aspect, the feminine energy of light, of Christ, to come and heal that masculine energy that has been so overpowering and so controlling, and that has forgotten and gotten lost. Both energies have forgotten how beautiful they were, have forgotten how whole that they were. It takes one to help heal the other, and the healing of the other to bring unity. I'm healing the masculine aspects of self, which is still all of source at the higher levels. But I had to remember the feminine aspect of self first and bring harmony and peace. And I know that if I am at this current state of peace, and it's much higher than I've ever had in my entire life, of course, yet I'm followed by even higher states of nirvana from time to time. Source is still filling me with that huge amount of blissful state. That the words nirvana, the words blissful, the words peace, harmony do not do justice. Which tells me that I still have ways to go. That there's still so much more. There's so much more to love than the human mind. There's so much more to God. There's so much more to source, whatever it is you want to call this greatness. There's so much to this universe. There is so much to you. You know, our 12-strand DNA, and this is something that I remember reading about early on in my awakening, but I can't remember where in the article or whatever it was, but it's the 12 personalities of who you are. And those 12 personalities have their own 12. It totals the 144 that we always hear, that number that we always hear, the 144,000. And we, by us changing ourselves from separate to unified, we correct those separate personalities and bring unification, wholeness, and peace and love within those aspects of self. And therefore we become. We take the greatest parts of all of those personalities and anchor it in. Now let's see. When we have freed ourselves from continuous recycling, of having to come back and experience, having no choice to come back and experience this reality, we reach that state of God, sovereign and free. And this is what love does for you. It allows you to, of course, embody your true diamond sun body, your true light body, your true spirit is now here and anchored in. Therefore now you have the right, because you have chosen love, selflessness. You have seen yourself. You have witnessed all of your aspects of self and removed what no longer serves. You are able to be within this 3D reality, still continuously, while venturing into other dimensions. You're not confined to this one experience any longer. That is what true freedom is. And that is only given to those who are choosing service. To become free from the cycle of reincarnation, of being recycled continuously, we really have to focus more on, and this takes us back to the Dharma wheel, and I've made a video about that. You can always go check my channel here, and of course put in your description followed by the Intimate Warrior to get the search. Now, the Dharma wheel has, and especially if you have been given Dharma wheels within your awakening process, if you are creating stillness. Now, creating stillness is more than you going through meditation or whatever it is that you want to call it. You can learn to create stillness while your eyes are open, while you are in conversation, while you are watching TV, and this means continuously. That is something that I have attempted to teach myself to do. And that is how you become at peace at all times. Yet, when you can learn to create stillness or meditate not continuously, but teaching yourself to go within yourself in a meditative, in stillness aspect, it takes that to move you into a continuous conscious state of stillness. I hope I have said that correctly. So consciously closing your eyes and observing from within yourself, you can train yourself to bring that closed eye meditative state into your open eye conscious awareness meditative state, which helps to keep you in a state of peace. But it takes you, no matter what it is, when we are meditating, when we are awake and conscious and living in this 3D reality, it takes us, when we are choosing love, to watch our thoughts. The Dharma wheel is a part of many cultures. It might be called something else, but it's mostly associated with Buddhism. So I have been given 3 Dharma wheels that I remember, that I can remember right off my head at this very moment without going back and checking my notes. I was recently given the 4th wheel, the 4 spokes on the wheel, which is, from what I understand, is very, very rare. It's very rare to receive. But this is something I want you to understand, that it goes in a kind of reverse fashion. You don't begin at 4. You begin at the higher numbers of the Dharma wheel. For example, 31, perhaps. So you can learn by choosing love all about the Dharma wheel. And this takes you to a complete state of peace, of balance, of unity, of selflessness, of service. So the recent one that I have actually received is in regards to the Four Noble Truths, which is all about suffering, understanding how suffering is created. It also includes understanding what the Eightfold Path is as well, which means that you have to have that knowledge pertaining to it, which means right understanding, right thoughts, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. But it also can take you to, again, the other aspects of the Dharma wheel. The 12, the 24, the 31, and so on. So I just wanted to share that with you today. And of course, share parts of my journey with you. Something that I have realized that I am purging out of me, out of my vocabulary. You guys know I've had a purging of the word that I used to express in my videos continuously. Almost every other word I had so I barely use that. But when I do end up having it in my video, please know I am purifying my voice when I go into that aspect. So now I am saying of course lately, for some reason, not for some reason, because I am purifying that expression as well. And I believe there was another one, and I can't quite remember what it is. But when you get into a pattern of saying things that you normally don't say, any of the phrases that I just expressed as well, then keep in mind, if they're popping up out of the blue, out of nowhere, you're like, well, what is this? What's taking place here? What's happening? Then also keep in mind that just like we purify our thoughts, our emotions, we end up having to purify the way that we are expressing ourselves as well. So understand that, and it will also help you on your journey. Don't beat yourself up for things that you are actually saying. Just be aware of all things, and wisdom will always be given to you. I hope my video helps today. It's not much, but it's everything to me. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.